Gaming. They're doing great on placements, but they just need that little bit more frag power to come in. If they get that, then we've got a game. But we are into the game, and it's going to be the east to the west, all available for all these teams. A little bit of a stretch for maybe some towards the military island, but beyond that, they're all pretty well set.
Yeah, apart from, like you say, maybe going down to Milta, grabbing a vehicle and hitting somewhere like Novo, Millie Base, everyone is happy days here. Georgia Paul, quick hop, skip, and a jump out of the play. Oh, look at this. Look at the Gankstars, Lauren. That's a different position. They are changing this up. We're going into the final few rounds. They want to make sure they're safe and secure and no one's going to hot drop them.
Because people were pressuring. They were starting to go towards Georgia Paul. This is a really interesting approach from them. I don't know where they're heading. Is it Millie Base? Because they've got to know that, you know, Team Gates and a couple of others. I don't know. I'm really surprised at this.
The more worrying thing is that there is 4 teams flying with them. Team 9 might just break off. Yes, they are in doing okay, but still, we have Team Gates underneath them, and we have just some
Sneaky
dudes.
Sneaky just die as well? Sneaky just got caught out. I think he's just had some issues there, so that's another thing to keep our eyes on. But beyond that fact,
we've got to watch this.
We have to watch this fight. There's going to be Team Gates and Gankstars heading down towards that southern island. This is our top 2 potentially fighting it out early on for any loot.
This is over towards Yasnaya. Those guys have already got eyes on the prize. We'll keep you updated how things are going.
That's Marciano Gaming on the other side too. So again, there's 2 fights that are massive right now.
We'll try and tab between the 2, and hopefully the observers will be able to give us updates on both. There is this battle over in Yasnaya, but the main one, I want to see how the Gankstars are doing because they have 2 teams literally around them. Beowulf here. Sam's already been smashed to pieces, Lauren.
They're chasing him. Beowulf's chasing him down.
No armor.
Oh my,
and an
this
AKM.
is insane. Beowulf, if he gets a glimpse of them, he could actually really be such a nuisance here. This is a huge potential fight. We said one of the 2 teams, if they were going to lose that top 3 spot, it'd have to be something crazy like this. And I've never seen play like this before. I've never seen this sort of aggression. Koto not that far away. It's Sam who's in trouble. He was the saving grace of Team Gates before, and he's a one-shot. If they see him, he's dead.
No gun here for Angry, but he does have his teammate in the back lines with the AKM. And to kind of set the standard here, guys, and really put the stakes on, this is your number 1 and number 2 team
pushing, Richard. This
about to clash heads.
They're going for this one. Samuel is just going to hold his breath and pray he doesn't see him.
Oh, Bunny in the field.
Wait. Do not make a sound, Samuel. Hold your breath. Do not move. They're working their way through. Samuel, how is he alive right now? How has he not been spotted? This is insane. He can't move a muscle. He can't be seen. They're trying to bait him out. They're trying to get any sort of attention. Zute now gets tagged. Oh, is it being turned around? Gankstars need to go moving because there's been fire coming their way. Get out from the fields, run away. Samuel's support is here. Kono's found Zute.
Zute goes down. Sam has literally just been a radar for the entirety of Team Gates. He's allowed to be just lay down and call all these individual players out. This might now be the gap that was needed. Sam gets caught. Now he's down. Now he's crawling for help. There's still no weaponry here for Rolex at all. This is... Everyone's just fighting whatever they can find on the floor. Bricks, hammers, fists. No weaponry whatsoever. Beowulf still with the AKM, but still with no ammo. Anything comes his way, he's going to hit the deck as well. So there is a trade-off, 1 for 1 here. Might be a little bit of respite. I tell you what could be the oncoming problem, though. If Team 20 get involved here, if they've geared up through Milta, they could wipe both of these squads out because both of them are just playing with absolutely nothing.
They could, but it looks like Team Gates might have a vehicle now, so they could be able to make their way out of here. And I wouldn't blame them. If you have to leave one player behind, do it. Yasnaya could explode any second. It was between 2 teams before. Now we've got 3 in there.
Opposite sides of the map, and we're literally on the edge of the knife. 3 teams up here in Yasnaya. 3 teams all the way on the opposing side of Erangel down in Milta. I have no idea what's happening in game number 7. I have absolutely no idea, but I tell you what, I like it.
I'm worried about Team 20. You mentioned it, just some dudes. They could really work over there. They could potentially be spoilers to all of this. I'm wondering if they could actually push on it.
Have Gankstars pushed back into Milta onto them?
They're still kind of at the same crossroads. Kind of. They're at the very verge of Milta. It looks like they are.
Did he catch him in that blue house? And I think he just saw him through the window. DP with a 4 times on the back.
J7's just been caught as well. There's so many potential fights happening at the moment.
Mr. Flip goes down. You can see that in the kill feed.
They are pushing back in.
They've pushed back in. Gates, they've opted to do a 2-2 split. 2 of them have gone back to the farmlands. 2 of them will go across and take the crossroads just over on Sosnovka. But Team 20, if they have gear, the saving grace for the Gankstars is that Team 20 is heavily split up. Four individual players, should I say, all across the map. But this would be foul play. Finding the Pachinki Bandits once again. Not inside Pachinki. SolidFPS. Level 1, level 2. Free bag. And a corn dress just to boot.
Yeah, time to back away. No one wants to take crazy risks, apparently, from the top 3. So everyone's playing smart, playing careful. Ooh, accidentally go out the car. Get back in. Oh, no, the tags. They're pretty close. Members going to be trying to keep note of this. Put down a bit of fire. Ward them away and just try and keep control of what they have for now.
7, 10 HP in a dream. Please don't hit a tree, otherwise the poor man will die from the damage of the vehicle. Go flying in. Don't flip it.
Oh, a little too close for me.
Still players with nothing. Hotted. Come on, man. Find a gun.
Hotted didn't need
something.
anything before. He survived.
He killed one of the Gankstars players in that last game and scraped top 3. That's impressive.
There is still one player in Milta with the Gankstars. His team's already left. But there's 2 other teams rolling up towards the east. How is Milta becoming a hotspot right now?
Oh dear, this is bad. This is bad, this is bad, this is bad. We want to take a look at that map and show people at home exactly what Lauren's talking about, because this could be really, really messy and causing all kinds of insatiable problems here. Rewinding the kill feed, finds Shafiro, he goes down. G15 comes with a knock, the double knock in fact, back to back there.
Couple of trades coming out.
But you can see it's team number 2, so Lights Out have just arrived to the party in Milta. This gives
just some dudes are fighting them. This is a battle on both fronts. Oh, this is where the pressure starts to begin. Zute. Oh, the nade. The nade.
Imagine.
Is it good?
What?
That was close. Now you're worried if you're on the other side. The guys with just some dudes are probably not happy about this one. You might have to leave your teammate to die here, because Zute, he looks so aggressive at the moment.
He fancies it. He don't have a helmet, but he does have a Tommy gun and a level 2 chest, so he can breach this building. The stims go up. Get his health back to 100 HP. Meanwhile, we'll see Lights Out try to make something happen here. They've actually been hit in the back. Beowulf finds that second grenade. Lobs it up the stairs. He's down. He's dead. He's gone. Team 20, they have to leave their fallen comrade behind. There's nothing they can do about that one.
And Lights Out, the team who's been kind of missing throughout this tournament. Big, big expectations coming into this. Let's hear from them and see how they're taking this engagement as we speak.
Oh, the grenade. 6 pusher. About to take the car.
They're taking the car.
What was that? Lady Chifera?
Yeah.
Ran into another team? What team is that?
Trash team, you wanna chase him?
Yeah, sure. What
Yeah, sure. Go.
car is this?
Oh no.
Quite calm considering. Trying to work out which team's which, trying to figure out who's where on the map. That's not a bad idea right now.
Managed to find a few body boxes at least, so I wouldn't have expected to be too much in there, which would be rather unfortunate. We've already lost one team.
It looks like Yasna is about to get a little bit busy here, Rich.
Uh-oh, 1 HP in a dream. He's still alive, but only just clinging on with his bare teeth. No scope, unfortunately, on the back of the AKM. That guy with some warning grenades. Sneaky in the kill feed, though. That's a puncture to the face with a Kar 98. Another fight unfolding across the map here. Shafiro's squad is down and out, unfortunately, in game number 7. They'll be the first team to be eliminated from Erangel here. 8 people already, though. Only 9 minutes into the game have already gone down. Crypto again. G25, they love this area. I mean, so far it's kind of been doing well for them. It was a bit of a shocker, I want to say, in the last round when they got so heavily and so aggressively pushed. Now, can they answer back? Can they send Marciano out early? And again, Marciano, they are in 4th place. One of the teams that is currently in a viable position for that all-important top 3 spot to Dubai. Going out in game 7 so early on would be devastating.
It would be, but we know that they need the kills as well. If they really want to start pushing this, they need to get kills on the board. trying to bait a couple of shots out, not give away too much. Those guys on the other side, very, very talented themselves. So again, this is a very scary fight. You've got some very good players and very good teams all in the same area.
My issue here is sneaky again. That's a second headshot with the K98 we're seeing in the kill feed. Shots are initially coming out. Team 15 going up against those guys. Marciano, they'll be doing well so far. Let's see how they fare. Here comes the push though. 2 members go in. He leans to the left, but unfortunately he is put down. That guy was a great effort. His teammate's there. He's got gear, he's got kit, but unfortunately the one player behind him, he doesn't see him coming in. He needs to get the reload. Quick, do it now. Otherwise, you get the turn on, which he does. You can't let that happen. That's not good. 2 HP, goes for the reload, jukes it out, spins around and mows them down like corn in a field. My word, that's incredible. You can hear from the players in the background, even they're surprised it happened, to be honest. Good Lord.
So many potential fights everywhere. We're still seeing stuff happening over here by the Southern Georgia Pole side. This is a whole other fight going on. Is that?
We'll just get confirmation. I think Marciano have gone. I think they've been eliminated in game 7. Quickly continue with this one through for now. This is over the crates.
They're not where they were before. Yasnaya's only got 2 teams in it, so theoretically that could be them down.
No, that's insane. They were in 4th position. They go crashing out in 18th place. Hotted and J7, they're down as well. That would suggest that, unfortunately, maybe they've just gone.
I've just heard it. It's confirmed. They're done. They've just gone out in 18th place.
That can't happen. That's the...
That's opened it up, right? So now you look at the next team down the line. That was underrated, right?
Directly below them, yeah, less than 100 points behind. 90, in fact, exactly 90 points behind them.
It's game on. Everyone, it's game on for everyone. You got Gankstars just go to a random spot, try and chase out the number 2 spot, basically. The first 2 teams just battling out wildly, and now we're going to see fights everywhere.
Just as a side note as well, Lauren, we're looking at Wildcard Gaming over here. They've already lost their player. They've lost Lucifer, and there's still players lingering from Derek's Killers. Obviously, Derek's Killers were voting in on this event.
They did well. Not today, but yesterday was a really good game.
They're not bad players at all. They can handle themselves if they need to. The question is, what damage can they do to Wildcard Gaming? Wildcard, again, in 3rd place. We're looking to try and get into these latter circles with at least 3 alive, so no more mistakes can be made. Outside of Seagut and Hot Jukes, they have to make it all the way to the circle with what they have now. It's not going to be easy. 2 kills already in the bag, so 30 points. But it's not about the kills here. It's about the position and the placement. Meanwhile, Gankstars just going for crits, you know. All 4 players alive, happy for them.
They need the upgrade on loot, considering they never really had an easy spot to loot in. You want to talk about underrated now that they've created this opportunity. If you like an underdog story, if you want a team to back who's not been noted to be one of these teams who are meant to be in the top 3, they've been pushing hard. Yesterday they finished in 10th spot. Respectable but not phenomenal. They've pushed all their way up here to, what, top 5 right now? So again, if they can just keep this sort of pressure, they could potentially push even further forward.
I mean, they came into this competition with a seed of 9th place, you know, when we look towards the qualifiers, which did get them into this. So we knew that they were going to at least be able to... They could handle themselves. They were going to be able to perform. But you heard it from the team captain this morning. We're going to prove it so. Oh, that's a trade-off. Can he knock any more, though? That would be devastating. If so, they see one. He'll go down. And now it's left to the final guy just to be able to run through the blue. This ain't good for Wildcard. They've had 2 knocks now. They've already lost 1. Look at where the blue is, Lauren. They've only got 1 minute. I didn't see the vehicle. Okay, so they've got something to play with. M24 on the back. They've all got gear. The level 3 and the level 2 slightly damaged. A little bit of a durability knocked off the back of them.
Where is he going off?
That's the 3rd headshot with the K98.
Where is this guy? Here we go. Let's watch this sniper extraordinaire right now, because he's getting some knocks. He hasn't confirmed the kills, but he's been getting knocks.
And this time round, he's knocked a player out in the open field.
So it's like bait.
Yeah, the rest
Taste.
of...
are you up for that? You really want to go for this? That's a tag.
Oh, dear.
But will he get the frag
Second.
range?
Not quite. Manages to dip behind the hair barrel.
1 bullet is all he's got to put into play as well right now. Unless he goes for the reload, he's waiting for that shot.
You'd expect his chest to be, if not gone, heavily damaged on the durability side of things. It's kept him alive for this long.
Sneaky. He goes for the reload. He takes that second. Will he catch 6 though? You're hearing the M24 going off as well, so there's some other sniper power on this. But Hawkeye, it's not him putting down those sniper shots that we've been seeing. Let's go, Sneaky.
You've landed 3 headshots already, buddy. What else can we see from you?
Oh, he's got a glimpse. I don't think he found that shot that time. It looks like the teammate has made it to the man that he just knocked. So again, Sneaky, he's been doing work, but sadly, no fruit of the labor.
I'm okay with it. You know, he's got all his teammates there. There's no real reason to go absolutely slamming into them and potentially dying here. They're in a good position. The rest of his teammates will pull the vehicle through so they can at least keep the tyres alive. Meanwhile, Gankstars, they've got eyes on the prize of the team in front of them. A couple of initial tags will come through. It looks like Fury's actually... Oh, that's his helmet gone. That's a headshot straight through the barrel. Okay, so Team 6 down there, Team Hectic, answering back, getting as, I should say, giving as good as they get. One player was down to about 20% HP. That was Zute. Ever Fury now has his helmet removed on the back of that. They have to be careful, though, Lauren, because the 2 teams looking at them, that's both Hectic and Underrated. Imagine if Underrated took out Gankstars now. This would just be the miracle run.
It would be something to look at if that's the case. I don't know if I can believe in it yet. If we start seeing a couple more, I guess, indications of it, then maybe I'll start to believe.
He's got the weapon to do it. They got some range on them. That's probably what smacked him in the face previous that pushed him back. And Zute knows the reason that he's not getting in these fights. He absolutely knows he can't look. Without a helmet, there's nowhere to peek on this one. If he gets tabbed in the head, he's down, he's dead. You can see the Groza with what looks to be the 2 times on the back there. So we've got a big boy gun in play. Potentially the level 3, which was destroyed as well, which is slightly worrying. But again, with 2 teams looking at you like that, there's no real reason to be poking because you've just got more chance of dying. They're all laid out. Zutio at the back watching what's going on. Alchemy trying to get the corner peek as well. See if he can land another one of these with the M24. Meanwhile, further afield, Circle is closing in. We still have Team Gates. They're going to be arriving late to the party, but they have to be careful because when they come in on this western bank, there's going to be plenty of teams lined up waiting for them. Team 17, I believe Derek's Killers only have 1 individual player remaining, so he'll be playing the survival game, coming in late, but he's got to be prepared to have an absolute boatload of meds, otherwise he'll be in trouble, as the Circle does go even further away from Team 17. And more importantly, that eastern bank becomes even harder to penetrate. Team Gates, they're in for the fight of their life to get into the Circle.
I don't know how they're going to do it. I really do not know how Team Gates are going to get through that. That's going to be 5, 6 teams all on that eastern side here. I'm really not sure. G25, though, a team we haven't checked in on too recently, so we can catch up with what they've been up to. They're seemingly taking a fight. We're kind of getting used to that. They like a fight, these guys, and Crypto's certainly happy to be the match to this one. It does look like Sneaky has been found in the background, but we'll keep on board with Crypto here as he's trying to encroach towards an opponent, but they're playing that third-person perspective angle as well.
Sneaky's just been confirmed killed. So that's the Kar98 Wizard. Gone. Oh, a swing with the UMP as well. Tags the player. Solid has lost 2 of his teammates, though they're down to 50% here. The foul player, but Mimo looks like that's a Kar98 on the back of that, and silenced as well. Be able to get the 5% deviation off the back. The players that are going to be in a good stead for the moment, for me, it's going to be Wildcard Gaming. Yes, they have lost a man. They're down to 75%, but they're going to be geared up. They're going to be heavily geared. They're going to be happy. More importantly, it's completely open. They're away from danger. They're away from Gates. They're away from Gankstars. Yep. The only problem that might happen, how do Gates enter this Circle? Will they go up north? Will they go for a heavy rotation? Will they come in on the western side? Will they go in on the northern side? If they decide to try and penetrate from the east, they are going to be in absolute world of trouble. There is 3 teams just waiting. If you want to try and go near farms as well, you've got the 2 teams that we did just see the fight coming from. That's between G25 and Foul Play. Just some dudes. 2 players remaining. Oh, here we go.
This could be... Oh, that... If he swings it... Oh, and the confirm. Surely he's going to just seal the deal. Yeah, that backfired terribly. Tries to swing out.
That's just shoot him while he's on the back, you know. It's not a problem, fam. Don't worry. I'll knock you and then run you over. No problem whatsoever. Another player, unfortunately, falls victim. And they're down. And they're out, Team 16. The Hammers have a little bit of work to do as well. They're going to have the same problem that Gates do in the fact that they have 3-4 teams that they have to get into the circle with. Josh P, 6 times looking down the barrel of the minute, trying to see if he can spot out. Clearly they know and have the information, Team Hectic, where these players are. But Animosity, that's a nice scope on the back of the Car 98 and the front-facing windows here. The health's looking a little bit weak, so they've definitely been tapped up and they've definitely been caught here, there, and everywhere. Still 2 times in the AKM. It's not the best gun at range in the world, and not with the 2 times on it either. This is the man you have to be careful of, though. If you get overzealous, he's going to find your face. Sees Josh, but it's not quite the connection he wanted. That one might be, though.
Not quite. Trying to find the adjustment. Loses out. Was that to DP as well?
That's a single tap headfire.
Oof. Get punished.
And is anyone in a position to actually get the res on him?
He's got teammates not too far away, so he should be fine. They put a smoke down. Yeah, they're okay to get there. Unless another, you know, completely random shot comes in. He really should be fine.
He's forced back, Lauren. Oh, hearing bullets. Oh, the blue's there as well. Oh, that's
he might be left, yeah. With the blue coming in, he's probably going to be left now, considering it's a bit of a risk to get out there. Is it worth the revive? You want your teammates up, but again, you've got to pick your choices. Let's keep on board with who we still have in the 17 teams still alive. A lot of individuals being kind of pressured, and the new circle comes in. It goes north this time.
Look at where Team Gates went. They opted
Such
to
a good
go
spot.
around the farmlands, and they came down just below Pachinki, and now they're in the circle, not quite center, but a bloody good spot. Animosity, for all his troubles with the Car 98, finally does go down. Unfortunately for Team 16, Hammers, that was a terrible position to be in. That initial pick made the situation even worse, because then they kind of didn't know which way to go. Meanwhile, the team looking on. Oh, this is a building crash. This is Team Gates. They're getting crashed on by Zen Gaming, Lauren. All of Zen Gaming are out of the cars. This is a 4 versus 4.
Is this a fight you take?
Excuse me,
That's a
not 4
nade.
versus
Hold
4.
on. You got to be careful. That nade's coming in. There's 3 players left for Team Gates. They lost one early. Now, if there's another, if a knock comes in, Zen Gaming, you push. You put the mollies up and you push, and it looks like it might be go time. You can see them considering. I think a knock just came through, though. Derpy does go down. It's going to be Clay working his way forward. You can see Night Owl not far off either. Nades are plenty. Smoke goes up. They want the revive, and then maybe they'll try and breach the building.
Sam went down initially. It's not the 4v4 that I mentioned. It is, as you rightly said, a 4 versus 3. Oh, these low ball grenades, though.
You can see them scatter
Look
as
how
soon as
damaged
they
he
land.
is.
Just off the back of that pickup, he does manage to stay alive. Night Owl takes a little bit of it, but they're still okay. Just holding on to a very thin margin. Koto, he's the man being given the task of watch the stairs, do not let them up here. He's going to have to try and do the best he can at that.
This would be insane if your #1 team went down in 17th place. It just makes things even easier for Gankstars and even easier for the rest of players to go flying up that leaderboard.
They can actually push this. I want to see Night Owl's perspective. It looks like he's considering it. Clay's up there with him. Yeah, they're going to have to go for this one. And here comes the first nade. As soon as that goes up, it might be go time. Good push. There it is. That's not bad. That could really put them out of position. No, Connor still holds it. Keeping his nerve. Another Molotov goes in. This is whoever's got the most utility. Who's got those nades? Who's got the Molotovs? Who's got the smokes? Who's got everything? And there could be a third party coming through as well. Keep that in mind. There is still potential for another team to join in. Team 7's just rocked up, which is Team G25.
All eyes on the prize. Everyone holding point. They know they've not got a knock on anybody just yet. There's no point in blazing in, because they might go down in blazing glory. These 3 players do have eyes straight on that stairwell. They're just going to walk into a wall of bullets. Meanwhile, Night Owl, another player. They find a team over on the opposing side.
That's a tag.
It really is. If they're not in, if they're literally just out, that'll knock him. If that blue zone touches that building.
That's Insanity as well. They've got other troubles up there too. They've got the Girthy Dingoes not far away. This is going to be a very, very awkward third-party fight potentially happening in this northern side of Pachinki. And the circle, how many hard shifts are we seeing here?
Oh, dear.
No one's in the new circle yet.
Oh, these guys have got to run.
We know G25, right?
3 teams, Lauren.
G25 have just rocked up, and these guys are wild. They are completely completely mad. Here comes some more utility, but in the meantime, we saw Clader trying to push up. It's Cotto waiting on the other side, gets the confirmed kill. It's about to go insane in this building.
One of them decided to run up, and unfortunately he was stepped out. Now the breach comes through, and bodies will be dropping, but it's outside on the outskirts. Zen Gaming come through. The answer back is there. They're running around looking for the clearance here. Meanwhile, still, Team Gates up top looking for all this action going down. They'll say, okay, well, if you boys are fighting outside, we'll try and get involved.
Derpy, he's going to find one. This is still them trying to hold on to this. In the back lines, Team Gates are just baffled. They're like, all right, if you're going to fight this out for us, great. Derpy confirms the kill. He gets away. Slays are there as well, trying to catch him as he goes through the window. And it looks like they might have just shut down one of the entire teams here.
Big losses there on the opposing side. G25 lost 2 individual members, but then all of a sudden Team Gates goes down, wipes the remnants that is just lingering in the bottom. And out of all of that, they're sitting happy. Both teams are gone, and now they're free to move.
They absolutely are. Team Gates there doing exactly what they needed, it looks like. Gankstars still as well, finding fights out, and that's going to be towards those guys.
This is mental.
Yeah, that's we just see the northern fights happen. This is the southern line that we're looking at right now. There's about 3-4 teams all next to each other, separated by a bit of smoke and a bit of grass, essentially. G-Bay there sprays in wildly, trying to catch someone, but nothing really comes through. He's got a tiny bit of cover, but that's about it. Oh, you've got another fight kicking off as well. Team Gates are being another one coming in. That's Dragoon getting knocked, I'm pretty sure.
It's fights at opposite ends of the circles here. All the way down south, we've got like 5 or 6 teams just fighting for the southern bank. All the way up north, everyone's just trying to get themselves into the circle because the hardship there, and it's real. That's a banger of a shot, though. AWM comes through, knocks him down on the floor, picks up the second as well.
Love it.
Mimo is absolutely finding players in the field and putting them straight 6 feet under.
Yeah, let's see if anyone else is up to the challenge. Cotto, Beowulf, all these guys are starting to go off now. We're seeing the heavy hitters, the big, heavy fraggers, racking up the bodies. Beowulf, oh, he goes down, though. Was that a turnaround?
Where did he come from?
No, Beowulf's still up. He's trying to revive his teammate. There's pressure all around. Those smokes won't last forever. Trollin laying down the fire from afar. Dragoon's gone as well. Wind's gone down. Rolex found that. We still got Team Gates kicking off towards the north. And we're seeing Beowulf confirm that guy going down. But there's still fights to be seen.
This is the problem, though. Man in the field, all in green, with a big green machine as well. The AWM is just puncturing people left, right, and center. He's already seen 2. That's a 3rd one that he's knocked as well. Hot Jukes on the outskirts there. Where's the rest of his teammates, though? Because that's Wildcard Gaming.
Down as well.
Is he the only one? Rolex has just run. Oh,
he's run himself over.
No.
No, that's not good. Okay, let's take some seconds here. Take some stock, because we've seen a lot going on. There's 4 teams alive. That's all that's left. 12 players, so a lot of big squads left alive in this. 3 players and such and so on. So you've still got the likes of Gankstars in this. You've still got the likes of Underrated in this. They're Team 9 down towards the south. You've got Team 12, Foul Play. Up in the north, Team 5. You've got Wildcard. A lot of the big names we wanted to look at, they're still in this.
Wildcard's the only team that's actually inside the circle, but meanwhile you've still got Mimo just looking with the 8 times here. He's the problem. He's the man with the level 3 gear. The AWM, the silenced AWM at that. He's seen them over in the field. Mimo again, another knock, time and time again. He's such a problematic player, but here comes the bullets from upside on the hill. That was the player's POV we were just watching, Lauren. Wildcard Gaming might have just given Gankstars the room that they needed.
They do not have the room they need. They still have to run the gauntlet themselves. Even though they got away from one team, there's still plenty keeping eyes on this. And 10 seconds until that circle starts to move. Every single team has to now run further forward. The first men to step in that direction was Gankstars. They're going to hit the deck, trying to avoid it. Wildcard still going off. They're in the great position up towards the northern side. All those southern teams now need to find a way through.
Hot Jukes just knocked a member of Gankstars, exactly what they needed. The next people below them were Marciano. They've gone. They were dead ages ago. They want to make the way up this leaderboard, maybe even get
Alchemy,
to the likes of top 3.
Get ahead of that blue. You've got to keep running, Alchemy. You cannot stop for a second. You might see that being an issue. But Wildcard, in the meantime, finding Zute. Beowulf's going down. Alchemy's still alive and running, trying to get in here. They're doing everything they can for Underrated. They're pushing it as much as they can. They're doing everything to stay in this.
I have absolutely no idea how he's alive. His teammates are to his left-hand side as well. He's going to hit the deck. Hot Jukes and Trolling there outside. They're just going to be spraying through the field. Trolling with the DP. Tags people up. Outsider comes in. Finds Thunder. Hot Jukes with the M24. Does he see the snakes in the grass? Can he land these shots? He's got 3 of his teammates alive. So for now, they're in a good position. They're at the top end of the circle. No one is near them. Everyone else lingering around that southern bank. Saying that, Team 12, foul play. They managed to skirt the edge of the circle here and make it towards them.
Yeah, and they have an AWM and an M24. They've got, or M249, excuse me. They've got some big weaponry, but Wildcard still going off. They're going to find G-Bay. This is them going off right now. This is their game. They're denying the team below them, keep in mind. This is going to be the Wildcard holding on to this against Underrated, who are hot on their heels on that scoreboard. They won that place in Dubai, and this is how they really start securing it. But the two that could destroy it all, crawling and slowly working their way in. You can see everyone hitting the deck. It's time to get in that circle.
3 versus 2 versus 2. Bullets coming back. Trolling goes down. Mimo finds him, up for the UMP, puts the AWM away and says, no, we don't need that one for now. We'll take the easy kill. Another player falls. And the rest of the teammates around him, they're all just laying in the grass. You said it perfectly, Lauren. This is huge. This is a massive, massive win for Wildcard if they get it. He gets the tab off. But you don't want to give too much information away because that's the AWM. Hot Jukes comes in with a 24 finally. Mimo's put down and it removes the AWM from the game. You
still have one man for Underrated, or at least you did. It's down to 2 now. Alchemy's fallen. It's between the teams who are desperately fighting for those positions. And look at SolidFPS. Oh no, he's in the blue so far. This could be over for him. He needs to get up and get moving. There's no way. SolidFPS, run, boy, run. He's just about made it in. But how long can he survive? He can't. It's Hot Jukes all day long.
You can see it in the players' faces. That's exactly what Wildcard Gaming needed. They came into game number 7 in 3rd position. A win like that with plenty of kills to boot is going to send them further up that playing field and ever so closer to that expense-paid trip to Dubai. Now, just remember that the players behind the Marciano Gaming, they went down early.
They certainly did. That's a big story we're going to see. I'm sure once the analysts get their hands on that, they'll break that down. But we need to look at this one all over again.
They knew where they were, Lauren. They were just laying down a minefield and hoping, okay, the players will walk into this, and walk into it they did. Gankstars, they went down in 4th position as well. So not the position probably they were looking at, because they were looking